What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. It's Wednesday already. The week is almost over. We're in the middle of the week already. Um, Before I get into this video, you have to go to soapoperadigest.com. There's an interview. The full interview is up there for with Billy Miller, Kelly Monaco. I fucking love the interview. I think the interview was so dope. It gave it, that interview made me respect Kelly Monaco and Billy Miller even more than I already respect them. You know what I'm saying? Like they gained a whole nother level of respect for me. Um, it's such an interesting interview, so interesting. And one of the things Kelly Monaco and Billy Miller talked about was social media. How the fans talk so much shit about their not their character, but about them themselves as an actor. You know what I'm saying? And Kelly Monaco said it too. She said she doesn't give a damn if the fans trash the Sam character. That's all good with her. But don't trash her as an actor, as a human being. And I agree with that because even Laura Wright is dealing with that problem as well on her Instagram and stuff like that. And she said that's the reason she had to delete a picture off her Instagram because so many negative comments. I said, this is getting so ridiculous. It really is. Like I understand bashing the characters because I do it all the time. But one thing I would never do is bash the actor. I would never. I would never do it. It really annoys me how fans come for the actors all the time. It's like y'all need to grow up. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody, but for the fans who do talk shit about the actors and stuff, it's verbal abuse, it's bullying, that's what it is. When you go on your Twitter and your Instagram and you throw shots at the actors or whatever because of the characters that they play, it's bullying. That's what it is. It's bullying. It's verbal abuse. Like, damn, you're mad at them for doing their job? And it's a hell of a job, I'll tell you that. I might not like some of the characters or whatever, but like I said, I would never bash an actor. Never. Because you know what? I have the utmost respect for these actors because you put yourself in their shoes. You try to remember 80 pages of dialogue every day. You film three, four, 5 episodes in one day. That's what they do. They film like three, 4 episodes in a day. You try doing that. Plus, you have to remember dialogue verbatim, word for word. Put yourself in their goddamn shoes. Then you have to play all these emotional scenes. You know how draining that is? Doing one episode in one day is draining. Try doing three or four in one day. That's like draining, especially when they have outside lives. They got kids, they got businesses, they got events that they have to go to, and they have to film 3 or 4 episodes in one day. I could never. I could never do it. I could never. Nope. So, like I said, I have the utmost respect for all these actors because, yeah, they get a pretty nice salary for doing it, but trust, it's hard work. They work hard for their money. They definitely do. That's like people that's out here that's garbage men and janitors. All of these people, they work hard for their money. No matter what you do professionally, you work hard for your money. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's fair for them to get bashed for doing their job. They should not. But definitely go to Soap Opera Digest, check out the interview. It's a really dope interview. What was so dope, one of the things was Kelly Monaco dated a guy from 1991 to 2009 since she was literally 15. She dated him from 15 all the way till she was around 33 and they broke up. I said, wow. Because people kept saying, she said, fans kept saying her and Billy Miller should get married in real life. But she says she don't believe in marriage. I don't blame her. She was like, she don't believe in marriage and stuff. I don't blame her. In this day and age, why should you? The divorce rate is high as shit. Why should you get married nowadays? I'm just saying. Not saying that for everybody, because marriage ain't for everybody, but for the people that marriage is for, more power to you. Um. So anyway, getting into this episode, I knew for a fact that when Carly told somebody other than Jason about these things that's going on, I knew they would look at her like she crazy. I knew it. And she told Bobby about it. Bobby looked at her like she was crazy because they started talking about BJ and stuff like that because you know it's almost the anniversary of BJ death. So they started talking about BJ and then Morgan and she told her about the scarf. I said, "Yep, I knew Bobby was gonna look at her like she was crazy. Like she think that Carly hallucinating and all that thing, her mind is playing tricks on her. I knew Bobby wasn't gonna believe her. I knew it. And of course, the cockroach, known as Nell, was sitting there lurking in the shadow. Nell is such a cockroach. That's what roaches do. They just hide in the dark. They go crazy in the dark. But when you turn that light on, oh, they scatter. They run. You know what I'm saying? And that light was on in that Metro Court, and there she was and lurking. But when the lights are off, they like to run around. I'm just saying. They like to go crazy. She's a cockroach. Just standing there listening in on their conversation because Bobby was supposed to go to the house, to Carly's house, because the inspector was coming there to check on some stuff. But Bobby got to go to the hospital or whatever to cover somebody's shift or do whatever. So Carly said she was going to go to the old house, her old house, and go meet up with the inspector. I said, yep, soon as Nell heard that, her next phase in her plan is coming in motion. Because if you've seen the preview for this week, then you know what Nell up to. She about to play some ghostly tricks on Carly, flashing the lights in her house, all type of little booby traps, like a dummy. But Nell, she need to go sit her little ass down. She should have listened to Ava today. Yet again, Ava was trying to tell her to leave this shit alone, and she don't want to listen. I say, yep. Usually, when somebody keep telling you that you need to leave this whole vendetta alone, that's foreshadowing that your plan is basically gonna blow up in your face. If you got a bitch like Ava Jerome telling you to back off, that's your warning. That's your hint that you need to back the fuck off. Cause Ava done murdered people. She done schemed, plotted. And if she's telling you, her of all people, to back off this plan, you might want to listen. I'm just saying. It would be in your best interest. Nell is just dumb. She don't know no better. But she gonna learn. Anyway, Ava. This sneaky witch went all up in Griffin bag looking at his paperwork. I said, Ava, really? See, this the Ava that I love, the scheming Ava. This what I love, the messy bitch. I love it because she messy as shit. And you need a character like that on this show. You need a couple characters that's messy as hell. And she messy. This bitch went all up in his briefcase looking through his folders. Then she found the DNA test between Peter and Faison. I said, up, she done found it. I said, Ava need to go sit her little ass down. Sitting there looking through that man paperwork. I said, see, this is why he don't tell you shit. Here you go snooping. You ain't had no business snooping in his stuff. Like, what is wrong? Now I want to know what is this bitch gonna do with this information? Cause you already know if she opened up her mouth, it's gonna be the end of her and Griffin. Griffin gonna dump her ass for sure if she opened up her mouth. Cause legally, this is what Griffin basically told Peter today. Peter was begging him not to tell. Legally, Griffin can't say nothing. But if he knows for a fact that Peter is about to commit a crime, any type of crime, legally he's obligated to speak up. So basically, Peter has no choice but to be a choir boy. So he got to be, good in order for Griffin not to say nothing. Because legally, Griffin can't say nothing until Peter does something illegal. Um, so Peter's claiming that he's nothing like Faison. He don't want to be like Faison. I don't buy nothing that comes out of his mouth, and I'm gonna tell you why. He held Jason in a Russian clinic for 5 years. Why do all of that? Then you sent Drew to Port Charles and put him in Jason's life. So if you really wasn't trying to cause nobody any harm, why would you do all of that? Why would you keep Jason in a clinic for 5 years, drugged out of his mind? Why would you do all of that? If you're not evil or you didn't have no type of scheme going, why do all of that? Why not just set Jason free? You know what I'm saying? Why not set Drew free? Why kidnap them to begin with? You know what I'm saying? Why do all of that? I just don't buy this whole goody two shoes act. Oh, I'm nothing like Faison. I'm nothing like that. Your actions got your own brother killed, and you didn't even bat an eye when you heard about it. You know what I'm saying? Then you try to come to his funeral and boo hoo when you know damn well you could have stopped all of this. You set all of this in motion. If it wasn't for your plans, your scheming, and everything else, you manipulating Lulu into getting Faison to come to Port Charles, had you not done all of that, Nathan wouldn't have been shot. So yeah, it doesn't matter. Like your intentions were horrible. And look at the end result. Dumbass. Peters. I really don't care about this character to be honest with you. I don't. You know, the actor, he's a good actor, but the character is like, they might as well at this point make him a villain. I'm just saying at this point because we need a new one. I mean, I don't believe Faison's really dead. Honestly, I don't because evil does not die. But if he is really dead, you're gonna need a new villain. Hence Peter August, Heinrich Faison. Why not make him the new villain? He could carry on. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. I'm just saying. Um. So anyway, Franco, another storyline. They dragged it out too long. Like when you got a character like Franco that the general public just don't really care about, and you drag his storyline out for this long, people lose interest. I'm the type of person I lose interest quickly. Why is it taking so long for him to just confront his past, get Jim Harvey out of there? Speaking of Jim motherfucking Harvey, he done came off the elevator at the hospital. I said, "Oh Lord, this bitch is back." Every time I look at Jim Harvey, I just want to scratch. Like he just gets on my nerves. Like, can we get rid of him now? he annoys the shit out of me. But of course, he's coming back obviously to tie up some loose ends. We already know this because I seen the promo. He had a gun on Elizabeth, so I said, "Yep, he's back to cause some trauma." Um, did I say trauma? I meant drama with a D. Anyway, so yeah, this episode was a hot ass mess, but I do love Jason and Anna working together. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Them working together, I like it because they're polar opposite. Jason, he wants answers, but I already know he gonna want to kill Peter when he find him. Heinrich, whatever. He wants answers, but rest assured, he gonna kill him. That's what Peter worried about. He know if this thing comes out, he know he dead. He know Sonny gonna want to kill him. He know Jason, the mob gonna want to kill him. He know that's his ass, and he know it. Maxie's gonna be pissed. It's gonna be a lot of ramifications when the truth comes out. He knows this. But I do like I said, Anna and Jason working together. I like it, and I'm pretty sure Anna doesn't mind working with Jason due to the fact that it's easier, because she worked with Sonny before. But it's easier for her to deal with Jason than it is Sonny. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Because Sonny's, a hothead, but Jason's more composed, so it's a little bit more easier dealing with him than Sonny. I'll tell you that. But I loved the scene with Mike, Sonny, and Michael. I loved it. As usual, Max Gale, who plays Mike Corbin, is killing it. He's knocking it out the park. Maurice Bernard is killing this storyline. Like they're just hitting this shit out the park. Straight home run with this storyline. Mike, it was so sad watching him think that his parents were alive, and I guess he thought that he was a teenager or something because he kept saying, "Oh, I got to get to my parents. They don't know where I'm at." Da 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 da. I was like, wow. Watching that just tugs at you, your emotional side. Like it's like, wow, he is killing this. Like he's murdering this storyline. Like this, he's on fire. This whole storyline has been dealt with so beautifully, so masterfully. And I love the way Michael just calmed him down. See, this is what I said before because I was like, when you're dealing with patients who got Alzheimer's, dementia, when you're dealing with them and they think that somebody's alive, let them think that that person is alive because that's going to calm them down. You know what I'm saying? Michael did right. Sonny kept, Sonny just yelled at him and told him, "Your parents are dead." I'm like, "Sonny, that's not how you handle it." And I can't say that I blame Sonny for handling it that way because he's never been in this situation before. Um, so he's never dealt with somebody with Alzheimer's, dementia. He's never dealt with this. So he don't know the correct steps to take. So I'm glad Michael was there. to diffuse the situation. And Michael definitely handled it like a pro. Um, and I love the idea that Michael had about, videotaping his grandfather and stuff like that. Because, Mike was worried about one day him not being around to tell his stories to Michael's baby or Avery when they get older. I felt bad for him because, we already know more than likely he's not going to be around for that. So Michael came up with the idea. He was like, tell all your stories on camera. So that way you have it on camera so they can show it to the kids when they get older. I love that idea because, like, YNR is actually doing the same thing with Abby and Dina. She kind of did the same thing. Um, I liked it. Definitely liked it. But this storyline, man, is hitting so many home runs. It's crazy. I was like, yo, this is done beautifully. It's crazy. Like, I'm definitely interested to see more of this. Mike mentioned something about the field. I forgot what he said. I couldn't really hear what he said, but it's something about the past that kind of shook Sonny a little bit. Because even Michael asked Sonny, like, what was Mike talking about? So I definitely want to hear more about the past, like what happened. Did Sonny kill somebody that Mike witnessed or something? Do Mike have another secret child that he just remembered? You know what I'm saying? Like anything. I mean, hell, look at YNR. Dina revealed that John Abbott wasn't Jack Abbott's real father. Well, we all know back in the day Dina was a hoe, but she was. She was a hoe. She was a little thought pocket, running around, flashing her shit around town like she was Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct. I'm telling you right now, just flashing her shit all over Genoa City, sleeping with everybody, man. If you watch YNR, then you know how Dina Abbott was back in the day. She had her legs open. I'm just saying. I said, damn. Ain't none of John Abbott kids his kids? I said, damn, bitch. Damn, hold up. Ashley ain't his. Jack ain't his. I said, well, damn, Tracy, is you next? But anyway, moving on. That was YNR. Let's get back to GH real quick. But I love these Alzheimer's stories because these are like literally ripped from the headlines. And I love it, because this is stuff that people go through every day. So I definitely love it. Um, Let me see. What else happened? But yeah, that was the episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know how y'all felt about today's episode, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.